knowledge. Give me a beer, fucker.
Yeah.
Ideas.
Well, like you're talking
Inspired
about
theories.
genetics, like a bred, like a bloodline of like how
No.
You're
talking about
Like we're talking
No,
about.
listen to this stuff.
We're
It's
talking
like cell.
about. All right, the Father, Son, and Mother Earth. There is. All right, just think of it from the pure. Like think of the cell. Everything is circular. All cells have the same basic components, but they're all arranged differently. And around the outside of the cell are these antennas that are called self-awareness receptors. And those self-awareness receptors are specific to each individual.
Remember, you're talking molecule, like your fucking DNA strand.
And also,
okay, so yeah,
the Earth,
it's like there, but it's
that's
not.
close to genetics.
Yeah.
So what are you?
The Earth itself also has the same principle. And all the energy that fuels life on the planet comes from the sun. It's a photosynthesis
Like the energy
was the
source.
first starting point.
But photosynthesis for plants.
Yeah, I know, but then the
you're
cycle
saying it's-
starts where the plants
Just
they
the-
breathe
yeah.
out what we breathe in.
Right.
And,
You were saying
and
that-
then also like with the woman, she's the mother. And just think of like the sperm
that's
fertilization
that's what
is the
mother
same principle. There's all these things around it trying to get in, and only one does.
Crazy.
And that's what creates the human. Or sometimes too, I mean, like with twins or like, just anomalies, like shit happens.
Yeah.
Or like
That's a
genes,
big-
Well,
dude.
I mean,
Like
I've
genes
done a lot of
mutated.
research and heard a lot of like different professors and like even when you had said Mother Earth, it reminded me of Joseph Campbell.
Yeah.
And a lot of research I've done, but I mean, yeah, there's a lot of cultures that refer to Mother Earth as the mother, and the woman as the giver of form.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
life
so,
too.
and
As
life.
she
no
searched
man. Every man doesn't enter the earth but by woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone here was brought here by a female.
Yeah.
And she is the giver of form.
Yeah.
And the man has a different power. Yes, provider, different. Like it's the structure. It's like the keeper. It's like so much.
The
like,
protector.
Yeah,
there's so many things.
Yeah.
And it shows up again and again and again throughout all of history and throughout all of existence. I mean, not even for humans. I mean, this applies to all creatures.
But that's what I was saying.
Creatures.
That is just the genetic link for our like mammal-based
Life form.
energy. Because you were talking about like quarks that are
quarks.
fucking.
Yeah.
And I was asking,
gluons.
they're like smaller. You know what a fucking what neutrino is, dude?
No.
And
So
they actually there is probably a chance that a neutrino has shot right through your body and through
it goes through the
planet,
earth. Nothing
and through
stops
everything.
it because it's so small.
Yeah, it's so small that it escapes in between the gaps in space that have nothing in them. So basically, they go through empty space uninterrupted, and they fly through space just like that.
And below that,
Yeah, what creates them?
but smaller than that, what goes through neutrinos is the fucking quark.
Yeah, there's the quarks.
And the subquarks.
All right, there's
we're talking like, dude, but check out the
So okay,
infinity.
so wait,
Check out
hold
the-
on.
check out
If
the-
you're all saying this to me, this is all random things
dude,
that are
it's like
intersecting
our
at one
atoms.
point,
It's like
or
our-
what are you trying to
it's
say?
very
Because it's like if it's structured.
very structured.
So, but you're saying like it's like a random, thing that would jump through that, and then there's sub. So that means
Well,
they would go in your.
they're
It's like pass through. It's like wind, dude. Like you can't see. It's like.
Yeah,
just
there's
blows.
I understand
it's
that, but I
different.
mean it happens like.
Let me clear up a
It's
little
smaller
bit.
than our
Yeah,
The
atoms.
neutrinos
Are-
are not part of any atoms. They're actually things that were once electrons that got knocked off of atoms and basically got sucked into empty space, and they travel. But the gluons and the subatomic particles, those are part of our atoms. Like if you break down everything, it turns into atoms, which are basically like a nucleus, like our sun, and things orbiting it. And basically, there's a very specific structure in chemistry in which they all follow this mathematical pattern. And they match up and they make compounds and they make everything. They create all these complex, more advanced things. And with the understanding of how those things develop, we're able to understand more. But whenever you take an electron...
Subatomic levels.
Yeah, like when you take an electron, it spins around it, but if you look inside the electron, you can find that there's these things called quarks. And quarks are these little things that are way beyond microscopic that have these 3 things in them called gluons. And imagine that, alright, gluons would be like in a triangle, like spinning around inside a little sphere. And imagine one is red, one is blue, one is green. And constantly they're switching colors. So each time they spin, they switch colors and they transmit energy around. And that's basically what everything is made up of. But even then, it gets split down even farther into a subatomic space where there's elementary particles. And I know Thomas can tell you a lot about elementary particles too. Like,
dude, we're talking
like elementary particles are so minute, like so small, but they have a direct link to the biggest thing.
This is the biggest thing, dude. Cause look, if you split one of them, dude, that's a nuclear bomb, dude. It blows up everything around it. The same, and the same. But here's the question I was asking you. Okay, if these things are so small, right, and they get smaller at a smaller level, but everything based in the bigger picture is on those fucking molecules. Like, what energy is that? Because it's below energy. It's below nuclear.
Yeah.
And it creates what is that? Is that and it's all part of the same fucking.
Yeah.
Because if that cracks, the fucking universe cracks.
Yeah.
The diamonds shatter because you know what I mean.
That's crazy.
But what is it?
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Well, that's like the 2 extremes.
Yeah.
I know, dude. But what power is that? What is that power called?
Yeah, exactly. That's actually like there's like philosophers like he based like a formula on that. Like,
there are lots
the 2
of
extremes.
formulas.
Like it's like there wouldn't be this if there wasn't that, and like there's like the same shit. Yeah. And the dualities appear more than you would ever know.
Yeah.
The dualities like
Well,
hot,
you can
cold,
see
good,
dualities
evil,
pretty
black and white, and
but I don't know.
you know what
Dualities,
I mean? Just everything and not only does like energy do it, but you see like even a life form.
And also
Like,
culture. Again, culture.
Well,
do the
life
same
form
thing.
or every decision will split a dual
By binary.
But it's like every
Yes, no.
decision will it pairs opposites.
Yeah.
Good and bad from every decision that me
I
and
would
you
say
and everybody makes for the rest of our lives, and everything we do and everything.
Just